How Ms. Rachel diagnosed my baby with a speech delay. I'm a nurse and a mom of 3, by the way. So our first baby was pretty textbook. She hit all her milestones right away. Then we had my son, our second, and he was actually diagnosed with FPIAPs and FPIs, which are food allergies, when he was an infant. It was actually pretty challenging. So a lot of his infancy, we were focused on him gaining weight and managing his food allergies. All the while, he was still hitting his milestones, especially his physical milestones. He was walking pretty early, about 10 months, able to jump, climb things, going down slides. That was clearly his strength, but he still had these allergies and it really limited what we could give him when we were introducing solids. These major limitations really affected his oral motor skills. And then he turned 1. He just wasn't attempting words. He wasn't doing a lot of babbling. I would work so hard trying to get him to do mama. And at first it didn't seem too strange because babies kind of take things at their own pace. And then I would hang out with my friends who had babies and their babies were just doing way more chatting or signing. But when I'd bring it up at his doctor's appointments, everyone kind of wrote it off that he's a boy. Boys are physical, which was definitely true for him. They're not as verbal. He's the second, so his big sister is doing the talking for him. Now he's 18 months old. And we were watching Ms.Rachel. At the bottom of her videos, it will sometimes say, around 10 months, baby should be doing this. And on this day, it said, by 18 months, a baby should be saying, I think maybe 20 words. My son was saying nothing even close to 20 words. He was signing about 6 to 8 words. And these were things like please, more, help, yes, no. That pretty much takes care of anything he would want. Underneath, it said, if your baby's not doing this, contact early intervention. Again, for several months now, I had been reaching out saying, I think my baby should probably be saying more. And the pediatrician, whom I love, was saying, he's a boy, he's physical. For some reason, when I saw Ms. Rachel say, contact early intervention, I just thought, what harm could it do? So I called. They were like, oh yeah, let's get him in. They evaluated him once on the phone and once in person as a whole to decipher what the cause of the speech delay could be. Was there neurodivergence? They found out in the end that it was an isolated speech delay. His language skills at 18 months were that of a 10-month-old. Of course, I felt like I failed him. Of course, I felt like I should have gotten him in sooner, or what was I doing wrong? They were so reassuring. I ended up having my third baby. I was postpartum. The speech therapist came in home. I would be breastfeeding the third baby on the couch, and they'd be playing on the floor, practicing words. She'd give us homework. They said that the goal is by the time he's 2, he has at least 50 words. I was just like, he's hardly saying 8. There's no way in 6 months he's gonna get to 50. He did 6 months of speech therapy. He'll be 4 in a few months. And we have full-blown conversations. He can tell me what he's dreaming about, explain his frustrations. It is amazing. In the end, we didn't end up paying not $1, not $1. And the best thing I could have done for him was advocate and follow my maternal intuition.